Listen up, everybody. Got a little special thing I'd like to do tonight. And play a little song for you about the nastiest, freakiest little sex puppet I know, Fiona. This one's for you, baby. Happy anniversary. Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it in my van every Sunday. She tells him she's in church, but she doesn't go. Still she's on her knees, and Scotty doesn't know. Oh, Scotty doesn't know. Oh. So don't tell Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. I can't believe he's so trusting. While I'm right behind you thrusting. Scotty doesn't know, Scotty doesn't. I did her on his birthday. Scotty doesn't know, Scotty doesn't know, Scotty doesn't know, Scotty doesn't know. Don't tell Scotty, Scotty doesn't know. This band rocks! Yeah!
I forgot how great that song was. Just and I like how, like, for many of us, it's like, I don't know, man. Okay, getting cheated on sucks. You know, I to this day I don't know if I've ever been cheated on. Who knows? Who cares, really, right? At the end of the day, it's like, okay, that's between you and that person. You know, I mean, obviously there's usually a third party involved, or fourth, but you know, it's like, all right, squash that shit like you know, adults. You know, like they were doing. You just keep making jokes, but I just love that it's just so on the nose about him getting cucked. Like, I did her on his birthday. I don't know, man. All right. All right, so for the caption, you know, for the caption for this stream, look, I have no problems with Taylor Swift, okay? You can like her, you can not like her, you know, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what sucks is that Travis Kelce is like, he's a decent player from what I've seen. Like, I don't know anything about the guy, but he's now just Taylor Swift's boyfriend. Like, come on, man. Like, why can't it be, oh, Travis Kelce's dating her? Oh, that's that singer. Like, somebody's got to be the alpha, and it's clearly her. But who cares? That's just a made up thing. I'm just saying, like, it's just a funny. I just love that the Chiefs are now just Taylor Swift's hangout. Like, she's just got like a passing interest in football, so now it's like, hey, everybody, the Chiefs. It's like, no, if she was dating any other player, it would be that team. Like, they would be the ones that mattered. Man. But I don't know. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing pretty well. Got a B in calculus, so celebrating with my Mike's Hard Lemonade, official drink of To Catch a Predator and pedophiles everywhere. How great was it? Let me look this up. Because I remember early, I used to love Catch a Predator. I mean, I still do. I'll go back and watch it every now and then. Like, I'll watch the raw tapes, and it's 4 camera angles of the Sting house, and like, you see the car coming down the drive, and they're like, guys, that's our 10 o'clock. It's Muffin Man 69 is here. It's that 1993 Cavalier. Yep, that's him. And you see him pull up, guy gets out, just immediately looking like a creep, looking around, hunting on his shit. Like, oh man, I don't see any cops. All right, it's time to get laid. And then he comes in and she's like, and it's always Dell who. So the decoy they had early on was one of the volunteers, and her name was Dell. But she was a. She looked, she had a short haircut. She had kind of a deeper voice. She was somewhat androgynous, So a lot of the times, like, she could play a boy or a girl decoy, and like some of them would come in and she'd be like, "Hey, did you bring the mics?" He's like, "Yep, it's right here." He's got a little 6-pack. And you hear the glasses, like the bottles, like clanging together. And they're like, "Who's this for?" "Oh, that's for me." Bitch. No adult. I mean, I'm drinking one now, but it's really just a prop. Mike's Hard Lemonade. Cease and desist to catch a predator. Oh, here we go. Yeah, lawyers for Mike's Hard Lemonade made To Catch a Predator stop using the product on the TV show. And like, I get it, because it was an easy product, because it was, number one, it was available fucking everywhere, every state that sold it in convenience stores, whatever. And I like this article. Mike's Hard Lemonade had a crucial supporting role on To Catch a Predator. It was everywhere for like the first few seasons. They're like, "Hey, get him to bring Mike's Hard Lemonade." And then eventually they were just like, "Okay, name something specific in the chat," but it's like, you got to spread it around. You got to hit up Smirnoff Ice. You got to get, anything fruity. And sometimes it was just regular beer. Sometimes it would be, and then eventually they were like, okay, because you had to be careful. You go and be like, "Yeah, go to McDonald's and get me this, this, and this." And then all of a sudden McDonald's is like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and sue you because we don't want this kind of publicity. We don't want people thinking that pedophiles come to our restaurant. And it's like, bitch, they're everywhere. They're going to every restaurant. It's like, it was just flavor of the week. You just had to pick someone to get to get shit on. And it was like, yeah, you're the pedophile place this week. Because wasn't there, I think his name was John Kennelly. That was one of the predators that went to the Sting House. This guy is a fucking idiot. Number one. Number two, he was just disgusting. Because he had one of the most memorable, and this was early on, John Kennelly. Yeah, I don't want to get hit. Guy makes a break for it. No. Yeah, some of these were early on. So like, he was in like the second or third investigation. They didn't have cops yet. They basically would just be Chris Hansen come out and be like, "What are you doing here?" And be like, "I don't know who you are." He's like, "Well, I can't keep you." He's like, "All right, fine, I'm out." And then he fucking just dips. But this motherfucker is such a fucking, he's number one. It's like, dude, can you really just not control your urges that badly? And that's where it's like, okay, this is why these guys are a danger to society, is because you can't, number one, okay, I understand you can't help who you're attracted to, right? So he shows up. Okay, yeah, this is him. He is butt naked. He is completely fucking nude. And he's got a bunch of shit with him. He's got a bag, he's carrying stuff, he's got his clothes all balled up in his hand, and he's ready to go. And then Chris comes out and he's like, he's scrambling. But look at this. Is this a case of beer?
Turned out later that he was neither.
Did she take it? I think she did. Yeah.
I left that at home, so I'm sorry.
I'd like to see some ID.
Dell's like, "I'll take this for me." That's Dell, by the way. So He shows up. He's butt naked, getting grilled, and he stays. He tries to talk it away. Then he catches it. Oh, NBC, y'all should have went ahead and blurred that, and that. But I mean, you would know where you are.
I have been in television
This is the greatest.
for 24 years.
I just came to get something to eat.
And I
Bro, if you were just there getting something to eat, how would they know you were there? Like, come on, man. You know better. Why? Why are you doing this? This guy's a fucking.
have very seldom been at a loss for words.
Sir, I just came to
But
get
I
something to
don't
eat.
even know what to ask you first.
I just came to get something to eat.
John, we've been through this before. What are you doing? I've got the chat log again. You're chatting up another 13-year-old kid.
This guy was. I mean, there's a bunch of them like this, but they don't make it that easy. A lot of them are very cunning and very careful with how they do these. But this motherfucker is so wrapped up in his own, and that's where this type of crime needs to have some of the stiffer penalties, because this is one of the most greedy, selfish crimes you can commit. Like stealing crime, crimes that we've deemed, acts against other humans that we've deemed crimes. They're all bad, right? But there are varying degrees. A lot of the times it's we put a definition on it, but sometimes people have addiction or doing it out of necessity, like loss prevention at grocery stores. If someone comes in and just starts eating an apple, you're really not supposed to do anything to them. Let them eat an apple, and that they're obviously starving. Stop acting like food needs to be this. Like, I'm sick of that attitude. And like, well, if they can't afford it, they just can't eat. It's like, dude, give them some give them something just to survive. Why is that such a big fucking deal? I'm not talking about like communism and socialism. I'm just talking about a little bit basic empathy, okay? Like, maybe they don't know that they can go to the food pantry. Maybe they don't have that, who knows, okay? But if it's just someone just trying to eat to survive, fine. They're not stealing lobster or steak or, cases and cases of water or other, things. Like, they're not like people right before a hurricane who will empty the fucking shelves out and then be like, well, it's tough on everybody else. It's like, dude, this is what I'm saying. Like, don't sit there and hide behind your religion. Don't hide behind, oh, well, I do such and such. I do such a. The pandemic showed us who the real pieces of shit are when toilet paper, out of nowhere, you couldn't write a comedy movie like Idiocracy. You couldn't write that into that movie that in the year 2020, when there's a pandemic, toilet paper is all of a sudden going to become this like post-apocalyptic currency. Like, it's going to be more valuable than money. People were literally stabbing each other over things of toilet paper. It was scary to watch. And like, I had a few roles right before the pandemic really, kicked off, and like the news was fanning the flames, which the news has to stop that shit too. But like, I had a few roles, and then when I got down to like my last two, I was like, all right, I need to find some toilet paper. And I would go to the stores, and the shelves were just empty every fucking day. I was like, you fucking people. But that show is just hilarious because it made it funny, but it's like, it's still happening to this day. There are sting operations everywhere. They're still catching them. They're still around there on every app. The Instagram ones are scary and gross. And what about Drake? Out of nowhere, dropping a song about him and Millie Bobby Brown's friendship, where she's like, well, he's a good friend. It's like, okay, you were kind of Drake, new song, Millie, what is it called? Um, Was it All the Dogs or something like that? To the dog. Oh, for all the dogs. All right, let's take a look at these lyrics. Fucking piece of shit. But I like how Mr. Why is it on Genius? Get the fuck out of here. I don't want Genius. No, I just want lyrics. Lyrics. Okay. Fuck off. Fucker rap. I got all my. Okay, it's more about him flexing about how rich he is. Where he was just in Atlanta and he had like, it was like, okay. It was like, oh, Drake's showing some love to Atlanta, and it's him in some nightclub, and he's got like a giant. It looks like one of those clear plastic containers that like you put dishes in, like when you're moving. Like it's one of those. Like, you get him at Harbor Freight, and he's got like stacks of money, and it looks like he's just handing them out to random people. It's like, dude, whatever, man. Okay, so. Okay, talk shit about how rich you are. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. More about how rich he is. Cool. Uzi Good talking about they took my bitch. What was that? He did that to some dude a couple years ago. He like, I guess, yeah, it was just like some dude's chick was like hooking up with him and shit. Blah 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 blah. Rolls Royce. Wait, what? No, where's Millie Bobby Brown? He says something about it. I mean, where is it? No, oh. I thought I'm just gonna Bobby Mill. No. He put it. What song is it? Millie Bobby Brown. Is this how you spell her name? Oh, for the dogs. Okay. Another late night. Okay. Drake, another late night. Lyrics. Stop with the genius. Get out of here, man. Okay. Weirdos in my comments talking about some Millie Bobby. Look, bring them jokes up to the game. We get to really fly. Yeah. So, and this is kind of fucking weird. Is this shit still talking about it their mom, or is it about her? I don't even know. But his conversation with Millie Bobby Brown, it was real sus. Really sus. Like, it was I don't know. I just don't think it. I didn't. A lot of people didn't think it was appropriate. I didn't either. Like, he should not be giving her advice on boyfriends. The way the conversations went to was very much. It mirrored a lot of To Catch a Predator chat logs where it's like, oh, those boys, at that age, they don't really understand, and you're, anytime they start talking about how, oh, the girl's super mature and this, that, and the other, it's like, oh, here we go. Yep. And it follows a formula, and it usually ends pretty badly. But he didn't say it like, and that's if there was nothing wrong with it. I mean, she came out and publicly was just like, "Oh no, he's just a friend," blah 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 blah. And it was like, okay, again, you're a child. You may not understand that he may have had some weird ideas about your relationship or what was going on. Like, so just because whatever. I don't know. It's weird that, was it 3 years later, 4 years later, all of a sudden he puts it on some weird, like, random track on his new album, just out of nowhere, just a random line. It's like, why are you barking that loud, dog? Like, nobody, like, that shit, if it was over and done with, then why are you bringing it up? You're just being weird at this point. Then again, he's a fucking idiot. Like, Drake, I don't know, man. He's like, to me, he's a slightly less cringy version of DJ Khaled, where they make music and sometimes, like, they're popular for that, but then they act like fucking weirdos. Like, they're just weirdos. And, like, let me see if I can find that clip of him in LA or in Atlanta. What's it called? Drake showing love to Atlanta. Drake in Atlanta club giving out money. Giving money. 8 days ago, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, this makes sense. This is a fucking strip club. Go fucking figure. I thought it was a nightclub, but no, it's just a strip club. In a Tupperware container. Wait, this is 250 grand. What are those, in ones? Look at... But see, this is what he has to do, right? I feel like if you really wanted to show Atlanta some love, I don't know, there's better ways to do it than go to a strip club with $250,000 and in a Tupperware container. Give it out like you're giving away, like... And there was nobody, like, it's... You hear music and it's like really quiet conversations. Like, it didn't sound like, I don't know. That video is depressing. Everything about it. Like how the bartender was like, "Look at this fucking idiot," and it was like, "Yeah, let me go ahead and record this and fucking post it." But if that's $250,000, those had to be in ones. Had to be. Because let's say each stack is what? Maybe $1,000? Yeah, if it's a wad, it's probably $1,000. In ones. No, 1,000 ones? No, it can't be. Maybe it was in... it's in like tens. Even if it was in 20s. Still. Maybe it was in 20s. So yeah, it was each wad was 1,000. Still doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, what are you doing, dude? Just released a new album. He's like, let me show Atlanta some love. Here's 250 grand in crusty bills out of a Tupperware container that I used to move my... This is what I packed my fucking underwear in when I moved mansions. Enjoy, you whores. Whatever. I like this though. The new flex challenge. New bottle flex. New, what is it? New bottle. Yeah, bottle flex at clubs. No, where is it? Yeah, the newest.
There's a new way to flex how rich you are when
Yeah, all right. So it's this shit. It's literally you go to a club, you buy the most expensive bottles of alcohol you can,
you go out
and
to a
you just
club,
pour it
and
out.
it's not what you might expect. So this is a nightclub in Houston, and what you're seeing here is dudes buying the most expensive bottles of liquor that they can, and then showing off to other dudes at other tables how rich they are by dumping out the alcohol as if they don't care about the money. Now this is an interesting flex, but okay. Now if you're rich, you could do whatever you want with your money, plain and simple. Though I will say there are more important matters at hand in the world that you could be spending that money on.
All right, bro. You're getting a little carried away with that shit. Yeah, we get it. You can literally say that about anything. You could say that about me streaming. Be like, bro, you could be out. You could be at a homeless shelter right now cooking for them. It's like, you're right. I could be. You're right. But I would much rather donate money or food, other ways or whatever, and spend my time doing what I want. Same thing with those guys. They can flex however the fuck they want. I don't care. It's a free country. It's hilarious. And at the same time, it's like, it's kind of healthy for them. Yeah, you're spending the money and not getting shit for it except TikTok famous or whatever, or you're getting, some club rats to go home with you and, get some sloppy head, whatever. Who gives a shit? But it's just hilarious that they'll buy really expensive liquor and just pour it out. Which, number one, okay, fine. Now you are wasting product. Number two, man, somebody's got to clean that shit up. And just because you're buying the most expensive shit doesn't mean whatever. So I think in the spirit of spooky season, I don't even know what to play. Yeah, I don't even know. Fuck it, we'll get on Black Mesa, I think. That'll be fine. Right? Right? Rhetorical question. Wait, do I already have a scene for Black Mesa? Only the most professional streamer right here. No. No, I don't. Cool. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear. Alright, whatever. Copy. Black Mesa. Do I have one? No, of course not. Never played it. Alright, Black Mesa. Black Mesa. It's fired up. Isn't it hilarious that Millie Bobby Brown will be as old as Drake by the time Stranger Things season 5 comes out? I swear to God, they better put something in there, like some kind. They have to put something into, like, the screenplay. They have to do it. They've got to acknowledge the time jump, because you can't hide that. There's no way you're gonna hide that. Because it's been, what, 3 years? 2 years. Which sucks because Stranger Things was one of the only things I was watching on Netflix. Because the other shit on Netflix kind of sucks. And why are you making a Squid Games game? That wasn't the point of the show. Like, seriously. It doesn't want to work, huh? Hmm. All right. I think what we need to do is a quick restart. I'll be right back.